We're here today to check out some more cricket.
But should we just call it like Cricket Tuesday or something like that?
Cricket Tuesday.
Cricket Tuesday.
Cricket Tuesday.
It was repeating itself. Can we just see that?
It's so true, though.
Okay, well, first of all,
true.
Mitch Johnson, Brett Lee, MS Dhoni, with all that boring stuff out of the way, this is a very important, momentous occasion.
Hello, Boring Review Nation. Gabe.
That gets me pumped up every time. Nick is here.
And we are here today to bring you another installment of Cricket
Tuesday.
Oh, you're horrible, man.
I almost busted up the 3.
I saw you picking up your hand and he was about to go for our 3 wickets. Come on. I can't work with these conditions. And you guys think I'm the only one that makes all the mistakes. I mean, I probably make about 94% of them. You know, I'd say 5% of them is Jody, and Nick might make 1% of the mistakes. But it happens. Well, we're going to leave it. You better not cut this out. You better not cut this out.
I was going to say, I'm a savage. You better believe that all my mistakes always get edited out. And maybe I leave a few of Gabe's in there intentionally. Who knows?
Anyway, Nick, let everybody know what we're going to be reacting to today.
Well, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Cricket Tuesday. Like Gabe said, we are checking out a video that, again, proves how savage I am. This is a video that's called, I want to make sure it wasn't requested officially by anyone. This is a video that's called India Bowls Australia Out for 93, the 4th test in 2004. Now, I hear you're going to say, why are you reacting to this? You didn't watch the whole test match, out of context, blah, blah, blah. Let me give you some information. Okay, yes, India beat Australia in amazing fashion. People are still riding off that high. But there was that all out for 36. And this is all out for 93. But there was that all out for 36. I need some revenge. Like Australia fans haven't suffered enough. I need some revenge. And Robolinda too. I can't say all the words he uses, but he's hilarious. I'm going to read his description right here for this video. This is a Robolinda 2 video, by the way. It says, India fans cried after losing the series to the Aussies. So in true sportsmanship spirit of the BCCI, produced a pitch that closely resembled 2,000 pieces of cow dung and hand-rolled by 3 drunk homeless men. Abysmal service for cricket. You got to love Robolinda too. And I know this guy. He's got fans outside of Australia. This guy, he is so salty and hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, he's funny. He's funny, man. You know, you always have something to go back to, right? And I compared this last series recently to the Yankees-Red Sox series of 2004, where the Red Sox finally broke the curse. You know, that's how big it was, and the momentum shift from going all out 36 to then winning the entire series. That's like the Yankees being up 3-0 in a series, putting up 18 runs in game 3. I mean, blowing out the Red Sox, and then losing four straight, which has never happened. But, you know, to me, you're always going to have those ebb and flows, right? You're going to have those ups and downs. And I'll be honest, my Yankees, I still think, have not recovered since that 2004 loss, because we haven't won a championship since then. And we'll get there. And we've even beat the Red Sox. But, you know, sometimes it takes a while. It takes a while. And I'm sure it took a while for India to recover. I should say it took Australia a while to recover from that 93 all out. But Australia was dominant for a long time, my friend. Don't forget about that. And same thing, you know.
Absolutely.
I thought it was going to take India a little longer than just, you know, the next test match. They recovered from 36 all out, but they eventually recovered. You know what I'm saying?
So good.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so
but
true.
Anyway, let's get into this video now, my friend. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. And you ready to go?
Count us down, brother.
And 3, 2, 1.
Wow, what a performance.
Man, those edges happen so quick in real time, I can never pick up on it.
Mumbai's gone wild. It was important for them to pick up a 90 wicket. Nice.
Oh, Mumbai's going wild. Nice.
Was that Dinesh
Karthik? Woo!
Hey.
He's been around for a while. Oh, JL.
Yeah, that's just
sorry about the donut. The duck, I mean.
That'll go for 4. That'll get her at some of the nerves in the Australian dressing room.
Wow, was that a golden duck?
Comes a big square cut. That's 4. He's got no chance there, Karthik.
Boundary City.
Point. It's an edge.
Oh, wow.
Takes the catch on rebound.
I think that went off the gloves of the
Ricky
wicketkeeper.
Ponting's problems on Indian pitches continue. India have picked up their second wickets.
That Ricky Ponting?
Yeah.
Guess what? The 40,000 people are on their feet again. Look at that.
Yeah, that went off his leg.
Dinesh Karthik. Some good fortune for India. And then
Yeah, it
balloon
was.
to Lakshman. He wasn't going to miss that. No mistakes.
Oh, Laxman, okay.
Bringing out a bit of soccer prowess.
Man, Ricky
He's
Ponting.
gone for 12, Ricky Ponting. Too far across.
That was a nick right there. It took him a year to call it.
India on a roll.
Oh, man.
The flatter trajectory. And that's
that's plum.
as it can get.
Oh, yeah.
That's plum. That's tough.
You gotta love the appeal, the celebration. Ooh.
Australia 24 for 3.
Duck.
That's just wide. I think that's come off the
Oh,
gloves. We'll have
they're
to wait
seeing.
for the umpire. He's either off the mark with
You
3
better chase that down.
valuable runs. What does the umpire say? Yes, sir.
And look at that. Look at the score, Gabe. They need 71 runs to win.
Bowled in,
Oh.
this time,
Oh.
didn't get the
Oh,
pads
you wanna
in.
see him
It
put
was
his
all
head
going
down?
up and Matty
Oh.
Hayden,
He
inelegant,
probably pulled a
but
groin or
he's gotta
something.
go.
That's your
He's
favorite
there,
shot right
boys.
there.
Oh, is he delighted?
No, thank you.
Absolutely
Reverse
fantastic
sweep. What are you
from
doing?
Harbhajan Singh.
Well, that was actually a regular
Matty
sweep.
Hayden had played the big shot earlier in the over. Still
Oh, that was
going for the
Harbhajan
sweep
Singh
and had
from,
to pay the price.
yeah.
A big,
CSK.
big price. And Harbhajan Singh has cocked the hoop. He
Look how they're
was
chasing
very
after him.
picking up wickets
He's
in
like,
this
nope.
innings. He could be the match
I
winner
got a
that
few more
India
wickets
are
in me.
looking for. And he is doing
They
it.
need 59 runs, Gabe. They're going to get bowled out before they get those 59 runs.
That's crazy. You should be able to cover that.
Ball, the quicker
Oh,
balls
my.
were.
They're just out. They're way. That was way off balance there.
Wow.
I could see how this would be exciting if you're a fan of India cricket, not if you're a fan of Australia cricket, because you assume we can get those 100 runs.
Has to depart, and this man has pulled off
Wow.
the beauty. The arm ball didn't see too much of it in the first innings. And a
That
He
was
was expecting a slow ball or what?
That was a beautiful ball.
You deserve this wicket. Very well planned, and the most difficult ball to bowl on a pitch where it's turning square. Clock down for 7. It's 48 for 6.
They're saying the bowler's Karthik. That's got to be a different Karthik, too.
Oh my
And
gosh.
he's put it down.
Well, it seemed like it went straight into his belly, this one, leading edge. Yeah,
Oh,
straight into his
wow.
belly. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Oh, my goodness.
Get it out.
Another chance down his throat.
Oh,
Have their 7th wicket.
you have to always have a fielder there. Wow.
It's Adam Gilchrist, the last threat for India out of the way.
Oh, Adam
They can
Gilchrist.
only win from here. Sachin Tendulkar taking that catch in
Australian
the
wicketkeeper.
Mumbai lad.
Is that Sachin that got that?
Ecstatic. 49 more runs to win. Gilchrist gone. Australia 58
Yeah,
for
caught
7.
by Sachin.
That's for what a
Oh,
good shot that is.
nicely
Out of the
placed.
Crisp drive for 4 from
Oh,
Jason
my
Gillespie.
gosh, that's intense. 45 runs, 3 wickets left.
Some runs for Australia. Could be 4.
Oh, that's going to be a 4 for sure. He is hustling as much as he can.
Big shout.
Oh, it's a finger.
I thought it might have got a bit of bat on it, and all of a sudden I actually
Nice
thought
hat.
it might have been going down leg. He's not
Bro,
happy.
they were 3 for 29. You should be able to cover 29 runs with 3 wickets.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got a roughie there.
They went into this innings only needed to chase 100 runs.
He must
Wow.
have thought it was turning back. Up goes the finger. Kumble gets another. We're not convinced.
I was gonna say, was that
Kumble?
Kumble?
Got to go though. 7
Man.
for 8.
This guy's looking young.
Oh, big shout. He didn't offer a shot.
Oh.
Did too much, one feels.
Robbed. He got robbed.
Casper just spun enough.
Nah, that's
No.
that was
He's gonna
nah,
miss.
that was
Very
missing
good decision
Yeah.
again from Rudy.
Good call,
Goodson.
umpire.
Excellent
for
decision.
the first time.
Ouch.
Big shouts.
Did that?
Oh.
Did that nick the bails?
Oh.
Should he be running? And it's given dead
Oh, the
ball
bails
there,
are
so-
still there. What was that sound?
Is it angling in enough? No, just turned away enough again. Very good decision from the umpire. They're under
And
a
he
lot of
missed it.
pressure,
So
and
they got
require
17
immense
runs, 2 wickets,
concentration.
Nick.
In the air. Oh! Perfect.
Oh my goodness. And those other two could have gotten him. Oh my, 17. This is insane.
Bro, that's being under pressure.
And gone.
Oh.
Finally, something has out of the ordinary happened.
14 runs to win. Wow.
Delivery. He's come on. It's his second over having replaced.
Could you imagine being there as either as India or Australia fan? That would be insane.
That's nail biting, bro.
Yes. Losing some years off your life. Oh, that glove was still on the bat.
Yeah. And the Terminator is on. He's on a roll. Kasparovich gone for 7. 93 for 9 Australia.
And gone. There it is.
Oh. Harbour Singh again?
He's like, what?
They've fought hard in this game. It hasn't been a high run scoring match, but they have really shown some courage today. I think today has been the turnaround. They showed better intent with the bat, which has allowed them to get the lead and now bowl Australia out. India, just a reminder of how this game progressed. India struggled to make 104 in the first innings. Australia responded.
That's not really a high-scoring match right there.
Not even a little bit.
Wow. I mean, you're talking about 90 and then a 200 and then a 100 and then, I mean, not a lot of runs scored. I think I got the right series I picked, I picked it on the internet here. This is a series where it went just like the one we just had right now, 2-1 and draw. All right. And India got their one. It was Australia that won the series. India got their one with that. But I can understand Robo Linda's saltiness. Like, really? Like, you got to blame the pitch on that. You got to blame something. You only need 100 runs, give or take. And you got bowled out after 90, 13 runs away. That is unbelievable. How we've not heard about, maybe we have. I don't know. Wow, that was cool.
You know, I think the one thing is they, like you said, they walked in, needed 100 runs in order to win this test match. And once the wickets started falling, first and foremost, I did not know Harbour Singh was such a savage. Okay, I know people. We didn't get to see him play in the IPL, right? Because he opted out because of COVID, and we haven't actually seen a Harbour bowl. But man, he was filthy here. But you would think that Australia could have easily said, okay, we're just going to go ahead. And once the first 4 or 5 wickets dropped, right, you can go ahead at this point. You're up in the series. Play out for that draw. I mean, dude, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And then once Gilchrist who's the wicketkeeper for Australia, and he's their, attacking wicketkeeper, I don't think he's batting at 6, right? Once Gilchrist was gone, wouldn't you try to, maybe there wasn't enough time to draw it out? I don't know how many overs were left in the game. If you know, please let us know in the chat. But these guys are taking shots, and they came close to winning it. But if you're Australia, you've already won 2 in the series. Even if you draw this one out, you still win the series, right? So why take the loss?
That's a great point. No one scored more than 205 in an innings. I was trying to look it up. Like these matches, this match itself had to have ended early when you have those low scoring affairs. Let's see. Yeah, Wednesday through Friday. So you're talking about 3 days. This was over in 3 days, and they all got bowled out, for crying out loud. No one scored collectively more than 205. And I look at the score right here. India didn't score. They scored 104 in their first innings. That's, from what we're used to, at least right now, maybe that's how it was back in the day. That's pretty embarrassing right there to only be able to score 140 to get bowled out, but then you're going to get a 93 on the other end. I mean, wow. And I mean, it's so different than what we were used to in this last series where they're scoring 200 or 300 runs every single innings. Sri Lanka just busted a 400 burger on England last night. From when we're recording this. But, I mean, you got to give the love to the bowling. Obviously, the pitch won the day there. I say obviously, a little tongue-in-cheek there. I'm sure there's a lot more to it. But it was cool to be able to see some of these bowlers, and we only saw the Indian bowlers in this video, that I had not seen before. Karthik, I knew about Dinesh Karthik, and I was like you said, that's Dinesh? DK's been around for that long? Unless there was another Dinesh Karthik who's a wicketkeeper. I don't think there is. But there's a bowler, Karthik. We talked and we've heard about seeing quite a bit. and then we heard Cumbly and whatnot. So, I mean, it was cool to see some of those. But, man, if I'm Australia, I'm thinking to myself, I get it's the subcontinent. I get it's India. We're not in our home grounds, but we can get 100.
You know what? You answered my question already. I'm like, why wouldn't they? It was day 3. It was day 3. You ain't surviving for another day and a half, brother. You know what I'm saying? So they had no choice. You either get the win, but drawing out, I mean, too much time, too many wickets left, too many days left. You know what I mean? They would have to been either bowled out or win it. You know, I'm like, why didn't they just bowl? No, if they, I didn't think about the score. That 104 in the first innings for, I think it was Australia or India, probably made it a short day for them. So it made it a short day for them, which means Australia batted in that first day, probably put up part of that 204. Excuse me, came into the second day batting, then India probably batted in that second day as well. So like you said, this is day 3. They would have had to be up there for a long time, cousin. Oh man. Woo. See, but these are my favorite kind of, I'm telling you, my favorite test match I've watched so far was what was it? England versus, was it Bangladesh, I think? And Nick was watching and he streamed for 4 or 5 hours, 3 wickets. I come in for an hour and I get 7 wickets. Yum, 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 yum. Delicioso. Just give me those wickets, man. Because you feel bad for the bowlers. Like I sat through that 400 from, what was it?
South Africa.
Yeah, and
Sri Lanka.
And 600, like, you feel bad for the bowlers. That's 1,000 runs in the first inning. 1,000 runs. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh man, bowlers' arms are on slings or whatever. Nick, they got them like elevated because their shoulders are.
They're all walking around with the cast on, like Rowan Gardner from Rookie of the Year. Hi, Henry.
Like, who do we got left, bro? The guys threw gave up 1,000 runs. Now think about this. This is test, Nick. If you give up 1,000 runs in a day, in that first innings, right? How many balls do you think you bowled? Even at a 50 strike rate, you still had to put up, 2,000 balls, even at a 50 strike rate? And you know some of these guys' strike rates are even, oh my gosh, could you imagine, bro? You know what? I should have looked at that stat, figure out how many balls were actually delivered in that first inning of South Africa and Sri Lanka, see if that's a record, bro, because guys' arms must have felt like jello afterwards. They're walking around with some icy hot, smelling like an old man and stuff. You know how they always got that Bengay on them? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, to your credit, it seemed like it translated into the batsmen talking about South Africa, Sri Lanka, because South Africa never came out their second innings. They bowled out Sri Lanka before Sri Lanka could at least chase that score to at least move on to South Africa's second inning. So they must have just been gassed and exhausted being out there fielding and bowling for 600 runs. It's gonna. I'm excited to see. And I think South Africa and New Zealand have played against each other, but I'm excited for tests to see a little bit of South Africa, New Zealand play against either India, Australia. I'm excited for that to see what happens there. Again, Australia fans, Nick loves you. I have nothing against you. You know, this was a great video right here to react to, but I'm not trying to add on. I know Australia, they were the class of the class in the 90s and the early 2000s. I'm not trying to believe it didn't happen, but at least right here. But yeah, 4, 5, 600 runs an entire match, and you're talking about 1 innings combined 1,000. That's just insane. Go ahead.
All right, so, you know, I just had to look it up. All right, are you ready for this? In the first innings, okay, Sri Lanka scores 396 runs off of 582 balls. 582 balls. You got South Africa, who scores 600. Yes, you heard me right. 621 runs off of 867 deliveries. That's a total of 1,449 balls. 1,449 balls in the first innings. You better believe guys were taking cortisone shots. They were walking around with Bengay on their arm. They were in slings after the game. Bowlers are ruined. Bowlers are ruined. You want to talk about, just one number pops out to me. You want to talk about an impressive feat. 199 runs, right? 276 deliveries. 276 balls.
Gabe, tell me the next guy after him. After Faf does that Herculean effort, what's the guy after him do?
Quentin the Cock, how dare you? 11 balls. What's wrong with
Oh,
you?
how dare you? I always
wrong?
knew the cock. I always knew about it in the Mumbai days. No, I'm just kidding. Wow. That's crazy.
Oh man, you know what I mean? Like, yo, no joke. It must have been like this. The Faf goes out, right? And now he's in the locker room, still getting them patted. And here comes the cock, like, already? He's fully not patted. I was like, bro, I was out there for like a day and a half. You're here already.
And not just that, but while Faf is, now I'm sure he went down while Faf was out there, but we're just trying to have some fun right here. While Faf is unchanged, like you're saying, Takak not only is out, but he's already got himself a plate of food when he's walking to the locker room. Like, you got out and you got some food?
Bro, here's what's funny. 18 runs on 11 balls, right? 3 fours. So that means he scored super quick, right? And my man's like, I think we already got it at this point. Matter of fact, let me see. At that point, it was 95, 68, 15, 199, and 18. So they might have already matched the 300. They had already matched the 396. So Pop said, I just got to do enough for them to match it.
He made a business decision.
Like, bro, it's hot out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel good. My tummy hurt. You know, I didn't have breakfast this morning. Man, Faf did the job for everybody. We're good to go. That's hilarious.
I could be wrong, though, but is DeCock their captain, or is that in a different format?
Quentin DeCock is the captain. That is correct.
Oh, yeah, he just made a captain decision. He's like, I'm good. You know, Faf, he's got it. But we got a little off the rails there, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed this reaction. Hope you enjoy this Cricket Tuesday. Thanks for always supporting us. If you love cricket and you do not know about it yet, we have another channel called Cricket for Americans. Go ahead and check it out. We got a lot of great videos, discussions, reactions on there that you are going to love if you're a cricket fan. And with all that being said, until next time.
That's 6 runs.